God, look at the state of me. If we're starting a video like this, my lovely, you know it's a vlog. You know we have got a vlog and it's a little bit early. Well, it's not that early. It is Saturday, the 28th of January, and it is 7:30. However, I've been up on and off since about 3, so could be seen as a little bit tired, but this is a first. We are going to a gallery. I know if you've been following me for a while, you know that Mum really wants to get into like galleries and art and everything like that. So I thought we'd try and break her in slowly with something a little bit different. Now, we're going to the Tate Modern, which I've only ever been to once as a child for like a school trip. And I saw an exhibition come up and I can't pronounce it. Okay, it's going to be Yayoi Kusama, the Infinity Mirror Rooms. I'm going to put it, if Canon focuses, Yayoi Kusama. And basically, it's like I think it's like mirror of lights. So all of the rooms, from what I gather, are speckles of lights. So I'm hoping it don't trip Mum's eyes out. I didn't think about that. Oops. Oh, my bad. But yeah, it is. I think we've got a 10:30 schedule. But I think after, when you see the exhibition, it gives you access to walk around the actual Tate Modern gallery. So I'm hoping we can make like quite a nice little morning out of it, to be honest. We might grab some food out, or we might pop and do a little food shop because I didn't get anything out of the freezer last night. So I don't quite know what we've got for dinner. I've got a few bits in the fridge. Well, I've got veg. That's all I've got. So we might have to pick something up, or we might just have a nice little lunch out. Who knows? It's another area of London that I haven't been to. We've got to somehow get to Blackfriars. I've looked at the trains and everything. It's probably going to take about an hour and a half, an hour and 40. So I want to leave here maybe about 8:30, just so it gives us a couple of hours, because you know I hate to be late, and if we're up there we can just have a little look around. So yeah, this is the first gallery. It's probably, I think this is the second memory day going up. The first one would have been when we went to Marco Pierre's steakhouse. But yeah, oh actually I might swing by Waterstones on the way back, because I've got a few books that I ordered that I could pick up. I'll do that, and then I can show you some books as well, because yes, I know, didn't need to buy any, but I kind of did. They was in a sale and I just couldn't help myself. So yeah, and look at this, first thing in the morning I'm drinking water. No Baileys for me, okay? I mean, it's not as nourishing as the Baileys, let's just say, but yeah, on the trying to be on the health kick. We've got the log cabin in a couple of weeks, and as much as I've looked at where I want to go out and eat and the restaurant on site, I want to kind of have the food in the cabin to be healthy. But then I am going to go to a farm shop and probably get loads of snacks. So, oopsie. I don't know if I'm vibing with makeup today, because it's very cold and I feel like I want to wear my beanie. I'm not too sure, and I've just been looking because I don't know if I've got any filming to do this afternoon, and I don't think I have. So you know what, guys, I think that it could be a makeup free day. I mean, look at the absolute state of me, but we'll put a bit of skincare on and we will be good to go. Yeah, makeup, I feel like maybe hair in my pigtails, plaited, kind of like Wednesday Adam vibes, beanie, scarf, gloves, wrap up. Don't know what I'm wearing though. I need to be comfy. I do need to be comfy. But anyways, look at this. I'm sitting here rabbiting away. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And let's see what happens for our first like art show, shall we? Right, it's a little later. Mum's still not awake. So I think we need to give her a morning wake up call. Don't you? Oh, you are awake. I thought you was asleep. She surprised me. Oh, I like your jumper.
Brown ones.
Nice.
Can this 18?
How does it feel?
All right. And
Is it stretchy? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take the stickers off your trousers though, Mum.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beating me. Right, I need to pedal to the metal, sort myself out, and hopefully you'll see me when I'm a bit more presentable. I'm still not fully ready. Mum is though. Mum is. How have you got? You've not got your scarf on. Do you want me to put it around?
Yeah, please.
Do you want to go grab it and I'll put it around for you? Okay. So Mum was going to wear, you know, my green jacket that I got from Primark that I have been living in. Mum has bought one for her. So she wanted to wear it with the jumper and I was like, Mum, it might be a bit too much colour. So she's got her new little jumper on, which is fabulous. And I said...
And I've got some nice new jeggings views.
And chocolate brown jeggings and her Doc Martens.
Yeah.
But I said to her, I said, because she's got a jazzy jumper, we need like a plain jacket. We can't go all out. And then I'll do a scarf for her. Now, do you want it like that or do you want it how I have my scarves? How do you feel like that?
Oh, that's all right.
You okay with that?
Yeah, that's all right.
And I said with the scarf, because that's the one that Caroline got. Yeah. It's got orange in, which matches the jacket. I have just gone for a Primark top that I found.
And it matches my jumper.
Yeah, that's what I mean with the orange.
Yeah.
I've just gone for my black leggings that Mum got me from Tesco because I've been living in them. My Chelsea boots and this top that I got from Primark years ago, but it's nice and soft. So I thought it'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
However, I'm contemplating whether I want a hat. I don't want my hair in plaits now. I'm debating if I'm going to wear a hat.
Just leave it loose.
But my ears will get cold, I think. So I'm going to pair it with a black jacket. Might chuck a scarf on for that. So let's see how I am when I'm finished, because...
See you later.
You'll see gone, but you'll see me in a minute when I actually decide what I'm doing with my accessories. I am wearing a hat because it's too cold. So, the outfit of today. I've got my thing. I'm not going to wear a scarf because I feel like I'll be too much and you won't be able to see the top. But I've got my hat, as I say, all kind of in like black vibes with just a little bit of neutral with the hat. So yes, we are off. I don't know if you're able to take photos on cameras in there or whether it's just phones. So not too sure what the footage will be, but we shall see. And I'm going to take a spare camera battery just in case, because we always know my blooming luck, eh? But yeah, let's head off to London.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. All that's left is you and me. I can't promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me, and let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night, time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by, tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. standing underneath the lights. We look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made up.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends.
I really like it. So Mum wasn't happy when she come in because it's water outside.
I'm hopping on to Shan.
She was going to fall. Imagine this for the Christmas.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Look how far it goes back. Look, down there.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Being fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors.
Right, we are back, and yes, I'm keeping my hat on because my head is really cold. So it's cold in here. We've put in the dressing gown on, and I've just put my electric blanket on. So you would have seen we had a little detour into M&S. We went into the Blackfriars M&S. Yes, just to look for one thing. We didn't go as much as we could have done because I said to Mum, we can't get carried away because we've got to carry these back on the trains. We didn't do too bad. Mum got a bit carried away, I think, with her snacks, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yes.
You got 3 bags.
No, but it sounds like I've got 3 bags of snack jam just for myself. I haven't.
Mum, I don't have them ones. I only got me a popcorn. Oh, you got fruit. She got some mango chunks.
Yeah.
They was, how much? The fruit, people, it is a little bit pricey in M&S, but it is nice. She got also herself a prawn layered salad.
Yes.
How much was that? That was $2.90.
Oh, I can't remember, Shannon.
She got herself
nice
a
tin of
tin
soup.
of soup. What one did you get? Chunky veg and chicken. That weren't too bad. That was $1.25, which is roughly, I think, the same price as a big soup.
And I've got myself some low-calorie yoghurts for yours.
Like M&S collection, luxury yogurt strawberry.
Right, luxury yogurt. But
Yeah,
they was only £1, so I got 2.
We're just going to ignore the healthy part. Lemon curd, we all know. That is the one thing I've already eyed up the local farm shop.
Don't
when
get
I
any,
go
'cause I've
peep
still got
dish.
some still. A nice white loaf.
Cut one. She's very particular with her loaves.
Crisp.
Lightly salted. How much were they, the big bags?
$1.60. Quite expensive, yeah.
What are they?
Crinkle cut, cheese and onion.
How much were they?
$1.60.
Oh my god! Right,
Most of this is mine.
these Mum gets every time she goes in M&S. She can't help herself.
But I do limit myself, yours, to the small bags. £1. £1.
The cheese tasters. Oh, they're not too bad. That big. So I got a big bag of salted
Shannon
popcorn.
did the good thing. How much was they, Shannon?
£1.05, Which I didn't think. I've got a thing at the minute for salted popcorn. I don't know why.
She's on the healthy eating viewers, but as you saw when I was doing the trials last night, I shouldn't have had the crisp because the spare tire's getting bigger.
My bit is actually out of this. Well, that's for both of us. All I've got is this. So my bit, right, is the salted popcorn.
Right, just see how much yours was. Then.
And then, hold on a minute,
Right.
and then I picked up a mango and passion fruit coulis. This I really like. We had a Tesco Finest one before, and this was like $2.70 down to $1.5. It was reduced to clear.
Yeah, I can put that on your pancakes.
I've got some Easy Peelers Finest that I picked up from Lidl the other day.
Pancakes.
Oh, Mum wants hers. I got Mum some dinky pancakes the other day from Lidl, so that's what she's having hers on. I'm going to have mine with my fruit. And I also picked up a big, these were $3.50, but they're really nice size. And I don't have strawberries often.
No,
so when I do, I like to have a nice little thing. I picked up their little salad pots. I love this one, the Orzo.
And chorizo on it.
Orzo and slow roasted tomatoes. These are $2.70, I want to say, $2.90.
Bit expensive.
But they are quite nice. This, if I got some chicken fillets, get a chicken fillet out, and I'd have this for a lunch. I know, they're actually huge. And then this was, I think, $5.70, but I got a selection of salmon nigiri because even though we've eaten at like 11 o'clock this morning, I'll probably get peckish later. And then...
Yeah, it will be later, won't it?
We picked this up. This is a sweet and sour chicken takeaway for one with egg rice, vegetable chow mein and 2 spring rolls. This was only $6.50. I think that's so good if it's like you need a meal for one.
Yeah.
So we've got this to go alongside something else that we're filming tomorrow.
Yeah, but just, just think mine, Shan. So what's that? $6.50, $3.25, $6.25, $6.75, $7.50, $8, $12.50, $13, $15. Put that on there. Yours is $15. I reckon mine's the other $15.
Mama, well, no, I think it's about 40. So yours is like 25.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But as Mum made the thing when we was on the thing, there's no room in the fridge. So I was like, right, because I went Lidl one day and break the other week, I stocked up on all my protein yogurts.
Well, what we're going to have to do is put them to the back then, the yogurts.
We'll have we'll work through the drawers and then we'll see what we can put in. But I also swung by my local Waterstones to pick up some books, so I'll show you them later. And then we will do the haul of what we picked up at the Tate Modern because...
Yeah, bit expensive.
Well, but you have to think, so the Tate Modern is free to get in and they ask for like donations. Mum was sad because we didn't have cash on us, we don't carry cash. But at the entrance where the gift shop is, there's the card contactless. You can do a £5 or a £10 donation. So me and Mum done a £10 donation. Yeah. So that go towards, and then as I say, the gift shop, some bits expensive, some bits...
Some books weren't too bad, was they? But some books expensive.
I did get a child's book. You'll laugh when you see it, but as soon as I saw it, I had to have it.
And that was only £6, wasn't it?
That weren't too bad. Mum was like, oh, how much is that? The thing, and he was like, $5.99. I was like, oh. Now, do I go back and get the other people's? I was like, no, I'll just stick with that one.
2 for $6, but there was $1.17, wasn't there?
$1.17, one was $25, one was $15. But these are books that, they're not like fuddy-duddy books. They're books that I can read and keep. And
it was very good in there, viewers. I had to hold Shan's coat because either side was water.
Yeah, one of the rooms.
But it was really nice, the room, wasn't it?
So the first room was like the chandelier one. And it was literally just one chandelier, but it was how it reflected on all the panels around you. And then the second one was to do with the lights. Then all the lights went out, and the woman did tell you the lights will go out. And Mum was like, oh.
Only 3 seconds, wasn't it?
And you just had like a few tiles to stand on, and the rest was water. And Mum was like holding on to me for dear life. But no, it was actually really, really good.
Yeah, I loved
and she was really funky. Like, she reminds me of Vivienne Westwood. Yeah. Like, she's got that short box red hair, bright blonde, bright red.
And when she was younger, the exhibitions, there was people there, viewers, showing all their fruity bits and their privates.
But it was the 60s as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we'll do when we show you the bits that we picked up at the Tate Modern, because Mum got a few little bits too, we'll go through all of that and you'll see all the photos and that. So let's sort this out, put it in the fridge, and we'll check in with you a little later on when hopefully I haven't still got my hat on.
Too deep in your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
fresh out of the bath. Yes, I'm back in my Calvin Klein because it's warm. And I've also got my electric throw on. And it is roasting. Absolutely love this. Let's just ignore the state of my dressing table. Not dressing table, my bedside table at the moment. It's a little bit manic. I'm going to try and finish off reading the book tonight. I need to catch up on my diary. And yes, that is my Iron Brew pastels from Cara and Mama Ebbs from Christmas, which I am still tucking into. But we popped into our local Waterstones on the way back because I kind of ordered a lot of books in the sale the other week. And oopsie, you know me, I do love a book. Even though I have a Kindle, which I keep forgetting, but I do feel Kindles will just be for abroad so that I can save on the baggage. But I got a mixture. I got some cookery books and normal books. When I say normal, I mean like murder, okay? So the first one I got was supposed to be, I think, 15, and it was down to like £8. And I've seen this before, and it was really weird because a time hop come up on my phone today, and I like screenshotted a photo of this from Instagram 2 years ago. And it's called Bleeding Heart Yard, A Murderer Hidden in Plain Sight by Ellie Griffiths. And I don't want to read too much. It looks fairly chunky. Let's just say that it's 340 pages and it is 47 chapters. So they're quite meaty chapters, and she's got 2 other books, The Postscript Murders and The Stranger Diaries. So you know what I'm like, if I find an author that I like the style of, I will try and read more of them. But a brief view from what I got from reading the little bit was a girl has deleted a memory from when she was younger, and her and her friends killed another student, but then it's coming back and part of it is swinging around. It really reminded me of, I want to say, False Witness. The really chunky one that took me ages to read, about the 2 sisters who had killed someone in their younger days, and then she was an attorney and it was the son of the person, and it was all it took me a lot of time to get into that, but it was so worth it. So I saw this and I was like, yes. And also, with Waterstones, every tenner you spend, you get like a stamp. And once you get 10 stamps, you get a free tenner. Which people might think, well, you're spending £100 to get a tenner. But the stamps, I don't think, expire. It's not like Boots and Superdrug where you have a certain amount of time to use them. These actually stay on. So when I went and picked them up, he was like, you've actually got a tenner on there. I was like, oh. So that one was practically free. And then, as I say, food. I am very much now in the mind frame of cookbooks. I have this vision, whenever I get a kitchen, I want like a bookshelf of cookbooks, and I want them to be like funky. So I saw this one. This was £20 down to a tenner, and it is Fresh Mob, over 100 tasty, healthy-ish recipes. So we all know I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, ain't I? So I thought, well, a healthy book might help. And this is packed, guys. So we've got Brunch, Hearty, Speedy, Freshest, Weekend, Sharing, Summary and Puddings. And I like it because it gives you, like, you know, all the spiel at the beginning about how much grains to have and how much la-di-da to have and your portion sizes, which is what I need. It's my portion sizes that let me down, okay? So let's try and, oh my god, like, look at that. Cavalier Nero and Wild Mushroom Risotto. Oh, this is a bit of me. And if you remember a few Christmases ago, Dada actually got me a cookbook stand, and it was a wooden stand, but it had like a metal plinth. So you know when it's like there's nothing more annoying than the pages just folding in on themselves, ain't it? But this one had a stand, so I'm not going to have any of that. And oh, spiced lamb koftas with watermelon, feta and pickled chilli. Maybe I'll leave the chilli, but I'm all here for a bit of meatballs with some watermelon and feta. Yes, please. Salted honey, roasted rhubarb, banana ice cream and hazelnut chocolate sauce. So yeah, am I going to use this at the moment? Probably not. I've actually got, like, you know me, I love all my pinch of noms. My pinch of noms are my go-to. I might, see, when I don't know what to cook, I do reach for the pinch of noms because they're literally in my record box over there, but I've got quite a few in my boxes in Calyx, which are like, I've got some Joe Wicks ones, I've got, I think I've got Bosch, the vegan one, and there's quite a lot. And then also in the back room I have what I called like old school recipe books, and these are like ones that I've known from mum and dada all throughout my childhood. So there's like a tiny little OXO one that tells you how to do certain curries, and then I've got like a huge, I think like the Great British Menu. There's just a lot. I did see a few cookery books in the theatre, not the theatre, in the art gallery shop today. They was like 35, 40 quid though, and mum was like, are you really gonna use them? And by the way, you have enough books from here for your memory day. I was like, damn it, because they didn't have actually much in there from the ladies exhibition. They had a few bits, but like it was like £25 for a tote bag. Now don't get me wrong, I do love a little tote bag, but I'm not gonna pay £25. So you'll see what we got later on, because mum has just put round to the neighbours. Once she's back, we'll go through the bits that we've done at Tate Modern. And also I'm starting to feel a bit peckish now. What is the time? It's 7:45. I am starting to feel a bit peckish, so I might get my salmon nigiri. Mum will probably get a bag of crisps. But anyway, then I got one. So I have this, and I don't think I haven't. So I've got a book here. Oh, it's raised. Oh, I love an embossed cover. The Boys from Biloxi. 2 Families, 1 Courtroom Showdown. Now I have a book from John Grisham, I think that's how you say it, there, called The Judge's List. And I picked that up last year, and every time I go to read it, because it's a very small print book, something happens and I think I cannot focus my time on that book. So I saw this. This was supposed to be, I feel like it was supposed to be £18 or £19. And again, it was around about the £10 mark. I read this. Well, I read the blurb. Let me tell you, okay, so this is 454 pages with 59 chapters. I mean, that is a huge one. This is something when I need to not have a lot going on and really focus. Because I know it doesn't matter how long it takes you to read a book, but I get really frustrated with myself because I like to read a book a month. And I just feel like, if I can't, I'm annoyed. But trying to fit it in, like when I think I spend 9 hours of my life at work, minimum. Normally you're looking at about 10 or 11 hours. I could just sit here and read for like 3-4 hours off the trot. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. So from what I gather with this one, with the little synopsis, now I don't know where Biloxi is. I feel like, oh, he returns to Mississippi in his most gripping thriller yet. And it's all to do with corruption, gambling, prostitution, everything like that, about mafia. And from what I gather, it's 2 friends that have grown up. One has gone into the underground, and another one went to law school. And I feel like there's a, it says the 2 families were headed for a showdown that would happen in a courtroom. I thought this did look really nice, but look at this, guys. This is really small font. This is like focus time. When would I read something like this? I'd say like maybe, well, I would like to say in the winter months when I don't go to the gym. But then the winter months, I'm always busy with the content. I don't know. If it takes me more than 1 month to read it, I will try not to be so hard on myself. But like, I follow so many people on TikTok and they're like, I've read this month, and it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. And I'm like, how? I'd love to read all them books. I'm so jealous. Got another cookery book. This was a bargain. This was, I think, 21 or 22 down to a tenner. And it is called Jack Monroe Thrifty Kitchen. Over 120 delicious money-saving recipes and home hacks. I just thought, you know what? Here we go. She says on there, it's growing up for the last 10 years with frugal living tips. Everything you need in the household, and I'm genuinely excited to give you a thumbs up. Love the front cover. I mean, just screams fun. And that's what I like. I like my cooking books to look fun, because if they're not, I kind of lose interest in them. But like these, I love, like there's colours. Oh, that looks really nice. It's called Black and Cheese. Guys, it's like a black pudding macaroni and cheese. Oh my god. This is like, I've just opened this and this is what I've got. This is telling me something. Oh my god, a black pudding macaroni and cheese. Now, you know, I never actually had mac and cheese until I went on holiday this year. That was my first ever mac and cheese. It was shrimp mac and cheese. And then me and mum done a pigs in blanket mac and cheese for Christmas food challenge. Oh my god, that looks delightful. And then look at this. I've literally just, oh wow. Right, page 120 and 184. I'm just flipping between and you are divine. A tinned peach drizzle cake. Yes, please. Yes, please. I have this thing, how I want my life to be. And it's not going to be like it because look at the cost of living. But I would love, right, to drop a day at work, have a 4-day working week, and then on that one day when I'm not at work, when I would normally be, exclude the weekend, I would want to do what I want to do. Read, bake, cook, self-care, everything like that. But unfortunately, with the way that everything's going up, we can't do that. How annoying is that? I saw something the other day on Daily Mail and it said retirement age could go up to 68. 68. What life do you think we're supposed to have? You have one life and you're making us work sometimes to the very end. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. However, oh my goodness, this, I've had my eye on Amazon for this and it didn't drop down. It was about, I want to say £23-24. It's quite expensive. Waterstones weren't a lot cheaper. I feel like it was only down to about 16-17, but I thought, you know what, get all my points and that and my stamps, I'm going to get it. It is called Stitched Up. As you can tell by the front cover, this is a lot more along my style, but it is stories of life and death from a prison doctor. Dr. Shahid Yusuf, I want to say. And it says stories that will curl your toes, make you laugh and break your heart all at the same time. So, wow. This isn't as meaty of a book. This is, how many pages a week? 305. Okay. Still quite a few pages, but how many chapters? Because I feel like it's not going to be normal chapters. It's not. It is by person looking at this. So it's not a continuation. Oh, each chapter is a different story. Oh, okay, there's only 13 chapters and an epilogue. Okay, we shall see. But it says he introduced us to a cast of unforgettable characters, killers, conmen, and auto cannibals. This is not for the faint-hearted. Oh. Oh, I like this. And it says, why would anyone want to work with thieves, murderers and rapists? And it's a question I've been asking myself for a decade. I've worked in women's prison with young offenders and in men's prisons of all categories. Society thinks of them as monsters, but we are all just one bad decision away from being incarcerated. I'm aware of my own privilege and I work in the prisons and can leave. However, the experience of being a prisoner is far more brutal. Why do I feel like this is something I want to take to the log cabin with me? I mean, I know I'm looking at all my books I have for this year that I need to read. I wanted to start like the, what was it, Tattooist Journey? The Tattooist of Auschwitz, Silka's Journey and Three Sisters. I wanted to start them. I don't think I am though, am I? No, I feel I might start this at the log cabin. Or the sister ones. You know, something like light-hearted when you go away on holiday. Oh, I don't know. Right, I feel it's one of these, I think, for the log cabin. Because I've done Lovey Dovey for January, and I've done 2 Lovey Dovey, which I'm hopefully, looking at it, I should be able to finish it tonight. If not, tomorrow morning, worst case. Fingers crossed we'll be alright. But yeah, so had a little bit of a splurge on Waterstones. Oopsie. Let me know if you're reading anything at the minute. And anything you'd recommend. I'm going to stuff my face with some Iron Brew pastels. And when Mum comes back, get the sushi and we can show you what we've got at the Tate Modern. Right, sushi is gotten. Mama G is still in her clothing. She's just struggled getting on the bed with the electric blanket.
I just did that, viewers. I was like roly poly.
We've got our big bag from Tate Modern. So, you can pick out whatever you like. You keep out the receipt as well so we can tell people what it was while I open my sushi. I love a bit. Salmon nigiri. Yes, please. And they give me soy sauce. Oh, yeah. Right. Hold on a minute. Let me move that out of the way. Oh, no, no ginger, thank you. Right, so we've got 2 pens. We was going around.
You've got enough nigiri in there.
That's not too bad, yeah.
How much was that?
£5.70. So it's £1 a piece.
Goodness me, viewers.
So we was walking around the whole thing and Mum was like, where are the pens? Like, did they not do pens? And they was on the bit just as you was getting to the checkout. So they had black, green, pink, yellow and orange. So we could have got one of each. I thought you would have gone for orange because of your top today.
No,
but
no.
I went for pink, obviously, and Mum went for a yellow. You probably think, Shan, why you have 2 plant pots full of pens. But we couldn't get a magnet, couldn't get a key ring.
No,
so,
bit disappointed with the magnet with the Japanese lady, wasn't it?
yeah, we couldn't find any. So these were £2?
Yeah.
£2 each, those were. What was that? Oh, because he was asking if you can be a member of the gallery. I think you get like certain discounts and that in it.
Right, this was very good, wasn't it?
So this was the one, it's a children's book. Yeah. This was the one that he scanned him. Mum said, oh, how much is that? He said, oh, it's $5.99. I was like, okay. These you might have actually seen around. They had them in this kind of like cardboard form and they had them in a slightly larger like normal book form with like David Attenborough. And it's all basically, from what I gather, like historical people or people of movement.
Like Coco Chanel and...
yeah, it had, what was it?
Was it Nelson Mandela? No.
Nelson Mandela. There
in
was...
the little hardbacks?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rosa Parks, David Attenborough.
Yeah, yeah.
It was all like people with things. So, of course, we saw one with Vivian. So it says, my first Vivian Westwood, Little People, Big Dreams. And it says, introduce your baby to the outspoken fashion designer.
Oh, we ain't got no babies yet, viewers, but we will tell them.
Told in simple sentences.
Oh.
This young reader edition is the best-selling series to perfect and read out loud to little dreamers. Well, it is very much like a child. It is a child's book, okay? Yeah. But I saw it and I was like, I want it.
Oh, well, I need to get someone to babysit for a little girl then, innit?
We just read. But it's like, it's really colourful.
Yeah, but that's her, isn't it?
It just shows like her story growing up in simple terms, which for me then, I was the baby that it's been bought for. What's this? Oh, this is what we managed to actually get for the exhibition. So, like I said, they had bits and bobs. They had like a t-shirt, they had a tote bag, but it was like 20-25 quid. They had a giant pumpkin cushion.
Oh, it's lovely, wasn't it?
And
but it wasn't very good material though, was it?
It was a giant pumpkin. I think they called it just like a decorative pillow, but it was like 350 quid.
Yeah.
And even the little one, I think, was like 60 or 70. So I was like, oh, I can't really justify it. Was it a cushion then? Yeah, it was a cushion.
Oh, right.
But, you know me, like when we went to the Tiffany, I get postcards. Postcard is a thing that I don't think I will ever not collect. And that has stemmed from my childhood. The first year we went abroad when I went Greece, I think I got like a few little postcards. Then I would, every year, I'd go to every single shop we could find and I've got a box full of postcards.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I think I just like, because they used to be like 10 cents or something. So I'd be like...
No, it was drachma then, wasn't it?
Drachma, but it was like pennies. So like I used to get loads and they're all like, whenever we stayed at a hotel, you'd always have the postcard rack in the lobby and you'd take one to keep for your hotel and that. And if we went on trips or like the Greek statues and everything, I used to collect Greek statues as well.
And little boats, weren't it?
I feel like
they've all gone.
No, they haven't. I haven't got rid of them.
Well, where are they then?
I think they're in one of the boxes in the back room under the bed.
Oh, right. Oh.
I feel like I put them all together.
Oh, right.
But see, even my boat thing has carried on because when I went Dominican, I picked up the little boat on the top shelf.
Oh, yeah, you didn't show me that.
That was what I got from Dominican.
Oh.
So because like, I always try and keep bits from like childhood.
But when you do go, Shan, you have to sort things out.
Yeah, but I want like a nice like reading corner. So I would put my little Greek statues as my reading corner.
Yeah, but you'll have to slim down, won't you? Yeah, on the pens and everything.
I've got like a big Athena.
Yeah.
The goddess of war. And I've got all the little busts. Oh. You can't say that because Dada used to collect globes, which are a lot bigger than mini statues.
And those more expensive, weren't they?
A hell of a lot bigger. Yeah. He used to have, what was that channel? Was it Bid Up? Bid Up.
Well, he used to like it if we saw his name on there, didn't he?
And he'd get really annoyed if someone like outbid him, and he'd have to call back to get it. And it would not be uncommon on a Sunday.
No,
if
and a Saturday, innit?
If he'd had a bit of a drink, Mum would come in. She'd be like, "What are you doing on the phone?" She'd look at the screen. It'd be like a globe. She'd be like, "Great. Where on earth are we going to put them?"
Yeah, but he used to like seeing his name on the TV.
But you used to have one too.
What, a globe? Yeah, but Dad's got them all down there now.
No, you used to go on a channel because your name would come up, Goldie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it was such an unusual name.
Yeah, yeah. Unusual. But he did used to get the ump, didn't he, if somebody beat, because he'd say, ring back and do £5 more.
But you think...
That's how we've got so much there.
That is basically... Like, that is just eBay online now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you're still on the TV. Apparently, though...
It was funny on a Saturday night, wasn't it? Because he used to be glued, wasn't he?
But you'd never know what he would buy. That was the thing. QVC's still online.
Yeah.
And people say at Christmas, QVC always have really good things on the Yankee candles.
Oh, right. Oh, we'll have to look this year then.
And they always used to do, like, jewellery stuff as well, I remember.
Do you remember?
On Bid Up.
Do you remember that? No, not so much jewellery. I saw that thing your birthday on. I said to you, oh, it's only £30. I'll get it.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't realise it was 3 instalments of £30. But anyway, like, postcards is something that I will keep. So... We saw these because also what I want to do, like when I eventually get round to scrapbooking, is we can put this with like photos of the day in the scrapbook. So this was the chandelier room, the first room we went into, the room of light. And all it was one singular chandelier.
Oh, it's lovely though, wasn't it?
And when you come out, the room was tiny, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But when you're in there, it felt huge, kind of like a fairground vibe because it just reflected
mirrors,
so far down. And then the second room we went into was the one that...
That was lovely, though. I like that.
Mum had a panic attack when we first walked in.
No, I thought it was going to fall in the water.
You just had a little path of tiles, but around it was water, but it was so that the lights could reflect off of it.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
So it went through a flashing stage of purple, and then it also went green and red, and then it kind of went like multi-coloured. You would have seen in the clips because I think it picked up quite well on camera. It was almost like they reminded me of the little lights like on the Grinch.
Very nice, yeah.
It was all like Christmas light style things, but yeah, that was really good. And then when we come out, Mum's like, "Oh, I like that one."
Right, that's just slinky.
So they had a thing of 4 for free pocket money, and I saw this, and I was like, "I've never had one of these. What do they call it? A slingy?"
Slinky.
And it was £1.50. Again, it was for children, but I was like,
yeah,
I'm going to get some.
I don't really know what does. You put it on your desk at work or break or something.
This is what I will do. When people annoy me at work, I'm just going to sit here and play with this.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, people usually have, like, a stress ball to chuck at someone.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here and, like, wangle this around.
Well, I've got a stress ball, isn't it? That pink thing you got?
Oh, that's how they have it in the picture,
yeah,
innit?
Yeah.
A slinky.
Oh.
£1.50. I was very highly... I wanted to get the spinner top. We saw a spinner top, didn't we?
£9.
But I don't know, do you literally just spin that?
No, you just keep pushing the thing down.
Oh.
A spinny top, yeah.
It's called a springer, a mini springer.
Oh, right. Well,
I thought that was called a slinky.
Yeah, I thought it was. Right, this is for the drinks.
Ah, yes.
£10, wasn't it?
So, when you went into the gift shop, you had, like, the first section, you would have seen Mum run over to a hand-knitted teddy bear. Mm. Would you like to tell the cost of it while I have another slice of sushi?
I went over to it, viewers, and I thought, oh, Mr. Bean. I looked on the back. I nearly had a coronary. £25 for this little knitted teddy bear.
It was cute, though. I was trying to find the bunny.
If that had been maybe 15 or 10, I would have bought it, but I can't justify that, you know.
It was cute though.
Yeah.
And what was it called?
I don't know, because...
Oh, Miffy.
Miffy. Yeah, Miffy the rabbit, wasn't it?
So when you walked in, you had like a child's bit, then there was an arty bit,
and then masses of books at the end, wasn't it? What about that dot to dot? Them 2 girls had one, didn't they? What was they, £20?
A tenner.
Oh, a tenner.
I was very tempted, but...
It was so small numbers, wasn't it?
So it was a huge book, like that big, and it was dot to dot of like, what's it, landmarks?
Yeah, yeah.
And famous people. But when you looked at the numbers, how annoyed would you be if you went to the wrong number on that? That's it, I'd rip it out. Done. Okay. It'd be done. And it was like artist books, because we saw Cézanne, weren't it?
Yeah.
Then there was books
on
Van Gogh. Then it was like a section of London, which I got a few things to do with that. Then there was a section for like mental health and that. Then there was all the cookery books.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there was some on the occult and a little bit dark side that Mum was like, nope, you're not getting any of them. And then there was a little section on poetry.
And we saw some expensive candles, didn't we?
Yeah, they had like artistic candles and that.
Yeah.
So it had a huge like selection of books. So when we went to the little drink section, I saw this. And this was a tenner, which I didn't think was too bad, to be honest. It's the little black dress of cocktail books, it's called. Vogue cocktails. And I said to Mum, oh my God, as soon as I saw it, that can go on my drinks trolley. And it's just literally, what was it in there? Champagne, gin, vodka, whiskey, rum, brandies and other spirits, or punches.
Right.
And you literally...
What's that? You just make them up?
Yeah, it's all in there. Your cocktail.
Oh, that's all right then.
So I thought, well, I would probably have quite a lot of drinks on my drinks trolley.
We've got a lot of gin in the cupboard and vodka, haven't we?
And I quite like that. I think I've got a little book that I got last year from... I want to say TK Maxx or HomeSense, a little green one, and it says the gin made me do it.
Oh, right.
I feel, and that's like but that's purely gin recipes.
This is the good one, viewers.
Ah, yeah.
London Pops.
So, this was part of like, it was a section, kind of like a London sightseeing section, wasn't it? And it was all like places to go in London and vibes of London, everything like to do with trains and everything at all. So this was a set. There was about 6 individual ones, but we picked up 2, and it is an opinionated guide 2. So we've got, the first one was London pubs, and these little ones were £10, which again people might think, yeah, but I don't actually think it's too bad.
There's a lot of info in there, isn't there?
Yeah, so it's like, if say me and Mum, we didn't know what to do one day, right, we're going to open up and go to the best beer garden in East London, which is in Hackney Central, Chesham Arms.
Oh, right, we'll go there then.
So if you remember from my...
So open it and put a pin on it and just go there. Yeah.
So like this one, a paragon of a gastropub. The nearest station is Southwark, the Anchor and Hope.
Southwark. Oh,
Southwark? I don't know.
Southwark, yeah.
If you remember what I got for Christmas, there was a book that Mum got me, The London Block by Block, where it's like your best afternoon teas, your bakeries, your parks and everything like that. So I said, it's like...
when the warmer weather comes, Shem,
we can, if we're bored, or it's like, oh, what do we do? Open the book, boom, random.
Get on the tube, off we go, innit?
And then this one was an opinionated guide, Escape London, day trips and weekends out of the city. So I thought, well, we've got the one to keep us in London. And then now we've got this. So opening this, Time, a family-run Cotswold bolt hole celebrating nature. And it tells you how to get there. So this is the express from Paddington to Swindon and then get a taxi.
Oh, wow.
So at least it tells you as well how to get there.
Cost.
No, it wouldn't say that. No. So like this, Rye Harbour Nature Reserve.
Rye? Oh, that's down near Camber Sands.
You get the National Express from London Bridge to Rye and then taxi.
Yeah.
TN31. But they had like, what was it? There was art, vegan.
I can't remember.
Art, vegan. There were some other ones, but they didn't really interest me. Yeah, these ones I was like, right. Because I like mini books. You might have gathered, like my little ones, like my chakras and that. I like my mini books. So yeah, we've got those.
A piece of resistance.
That, yeah.
This was expensive, wasn't it?
So this to me is of the level of the Tiffany & Co one that I got. So this is like the one that you will keep. So, you know, like people have coffee table books. I don't want that, but I want like a nice bookshelf, not of like just getting stuff.
You taking the reading chair with you then?
No, I'll get my own little reading chair.
Right,
I've already found one, a little teddy bear one.
Right.
But like where people, I see you have like the xxShannonLeighxx and all that, which I've got nothing against, but if it's not a designer that I like, I wouldn't buy it just for the sake of it. No. So I would want mine to be a little unique.
And
so
what
like
about that man who died? We saw that, didn't we?
Alexander McQueen. Yeah. I would have, say for example, like the Tiffany & Co book. I'll have my Vivian autobiography. So it's like stuff that is actual relatable to me. And for the Tiffany & Co, for example, like we saw those diamonds. We went to the exhibition and that. Yeah. So this is slightly larger. This isn't a hardback as in terms of a hardback spine. Yeah. But it is a hardback. Now this was £25. But it was the main book of the exhibition. And I want to try. So it has all of her artwork in it.
And we saw all the arts, didn't we?
Yeah. It showed you all on the walls. Shows you it through her times and also her little bits and bobs growing up. And then also it gives you a brief explanation about the mirror rooms. So I was like, yeah, because it was all to do with she suffered from mental health and she was trying to portray how her mind was throughout her paintings and like with the aspects of the light. Oh God, phone's buzzing away. With the aspects of light, how her mind was like fragmented, and like with the lights, it was like the constant changing.
She is now then?
I feel like she's in her 70s already. She was born 1929.
Oh yeah, 5 years born then. 39, 49, 59, 69, 70.
A bit of sushi while she's counting.
19. That's 20, 21. Oh my God, she's 94. Bless her.
And I think she's in a wheelchair now, but she did go to the exhibition.
She did go. Oh, bless her, 94.
She's got red hair.
Yeah. I was at her own there now. She seems a bit like Viv, didn't she? She don't really care what people portray of her.
When you see her artwork, it's very...
It's quirky, isn't it? There was a lot of new women viewers
and men
showing all their bits and their danglies in the 1960s.
And when she was a
young girl, she was pretty, weren't she?
In New York. She lived in New York. Oh, phone's going away. But yeah, 1929. I don't think she has died. I'm sure she's alive.
Yeah. Well, she's 94, Shannon. Japanese people live a long time.
But I just thought that was really cool. Like, it's not something, apart from when you get to the back, this is basically what they had, like little bits on the wall. Like when
we've seen that picture.
Yeah. When we went to the Auschwitz thing, they have like inscriptions on the wall, didn't they?
Yeah.
To tell you of which bit. Right, let me put that on silent because that's slightly rude. But this isn't really like a reading book. This is more picture book.
Yeah, but we did see them pictures.
Right there. That's the one where she's in New York, down her little time strip. She just set a camera up and away she goes. And even that, in the light,
it looks like
the front cover flickers away. So that was the main book. But we did get a few others from her. So this is her autobiography. Now this was 15, which I don't think is too bad for an autobiography.
Yeah.
Because the one that I, if you remember, Mum, I'll get her books at Christmas, but I got her the How to Live When You Could Be Dead, the Deborah Jane one.
Oh, I read that in 2 days.
See, Mum reads quick.
But if I like a book, viewers, I'll get stuck in.
And she won't put it down.
Don't do no housework. I just lay in bed all day and read.
But that was 15.
Yeah.
And that was probably kind of the same size, but this is a lot more.
My one was a hardback, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a softback, wasn't it?
No, I'll get you hardbacks.
Oh.
On the thing. So it's like when you look at it, like probably it's not too bad. But this is actually her life growing up. A lot more in detail. Yeah. But again, I just loved it and I liked the spine of it. So if it's like standing up, it's going to be very jazzy. It just looks very funky.
If your viewers sort of live local, it's a nice place to go, isn't it?
So the Tate Modern is free to get into, but the exhibition I think cost £15 was the tickets. I see, right. This is what I mean. This reminds me of the London Block by Block. So this is Pretty Little London, but it is a seasonal guide to the city's most Instagrammable places. So the front cover, first of all, I just absolutely loved it. And I just loved the spine and the writing. And it's basically what it says. So where London Block by Block is by the areas and obviously block by block. So like we went to Blackfriars, so we could go in, find Blackfriars, and it would tell us like, right, there's your pubs, your concerts, whatever.
Yeah.
Which, when we come off, we did get lost coming out. Like, thank goodness I didn't make Mum walk down all the steps to the new thing because it was the wrong turning on the bridge. I just said to her, wait there and I'll check. It was a little bit, I think we'd know now we've been there.
Yeah.
We'd know where to go, but it was just very, well, it probably weren't confusing, but when the when the map's telling you to go, and I'm thinking, well, if we cross here, we're not going over the river.
We're just going left, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm like, it's not going over the river. Like, what are we supposed to do? But once you was there, you come out, and it was quite straightforward to get to. With that, we saw there was like a pub. There was several pubs and bits that had like what they call them, river views.
Booster or something, wasn't it?
Doggerettes was one we saw.
Doggerettes. That's
then there was the Founder's Arms, which was right on the river bank.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
I said the only thing, the Thames isn't the most prettiest, is it?
No, it's dirty.
And I was like,
we saw a riverboat, didn't we?
Yep, saw a riverboat. They're doing a bit of work on Blackfriars Bridge at the moment. So it was like kind of taped off, which I think was why I was confused as well, because you couldn't see the next exit on the bridge for where we were. So I thought if we walk all that way and miss it. Anyway, but this one is to do with seasons. So spring, summer, autumn, winter. And look at that. So say for example, spring, they say a day at Notting Hill. And I like it because it tells you the station to get to.
We've never been there. We could go and see where they made the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like Notting Hill. So this is like the spring vibe. And then it has a little thing in there. So it will tell you the pastel houses can be found along Portobello Road.
Right.
And then it tells you...
there's a market there, isn't it?
Blossoms, restaurants, cafes, boutiques. The Ivy, Asia, St Paul's. We've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mum's like, I've been there. The Ivy, St Asia, St Asia, the Ivy, Asia, St Paul's.
We'll go there again. I like that.
Look, for the best photos, ask for the table either by the cathedral or by the cherry blossom tree. Well, we actually had that table. Because if you remember, we had St Paul's right behind us and we had the big tree behind you. Yeah. So we had the best table.
Oh, well done, well done.
And then say, for example, right, let's go into summer now. Let's have a look. What have we got? Summer. I like that. So look, lovely bit of London park scenery there in the summer. And we're going to say Spencer House. So it's got everything. Oh, Avery Rooftop. Cocktails and city views.
Oh, that's high though, Shannon, isn't it?
No, it's not a rooftop.
Right. Oh, okay then.
The 10th floor in the Montcalm Royal London House Hotel in Finsbury Square.
Oh, 10th floor. Oh, that's not too bad then. I felt a bit funny looking out the window in the Tate.
Oh yeah, she was like, let's see how high we are up. I was like, Mum, we're not that high. She was like, no.
Barely start going funny.
Yeah, Tate Modern is in there.
Oh!
To go in and have a coffee with a view. Afternoon tea at Shakespeare's
my friend I saw on the bus. That's what he said. They went somewhere with his mum.
The Terrace.
Are there any fish restaurants there?
Not too sure. I want to see, where are we? Right, now we're going into autumn.
Oh, right, that's winter
so
time.
Oh, and look, they've got little maps. So it will show you.
Oh, that's where we can take it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
got Chelsea.
Yeah.
All the way through to Greenwich and Isle of Dogs.
Oh, right.
Oh, that looks nice. Richmond Park. London's largest park for greenery and wildlife.
Well, that's where the steaks run free.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not enclosed.
See, that's like what I go and see at lunches, but...
Yeah, but they're in a pen, aren't they?
Oh. Portobello Road Market. See, I feel like I want to go to markets.
Yeah, we could in the summer.
Camden Market. Electric Cinema. Oh my God, look, a really old cinema.
You might be with your
That looks cute. The nearest station, Ladbroke Grove. I've never heard of that station.
Well, we'll have to find
And isn't it weird, like, because like London is obviously a big place, but there is so much actually that we have never been to parts of London.
Even though we go a lot, there's
still parts we haven't gone. Literary bits, a show. Hampstead, that looks nice.
Hampstead Heath.
That looks very nice.
I think Hampstead is where the men with the ring meets, isn't it? Hampstead.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Franklin, the Hyde, and then here we are, right. Winter. Oh. I think that's Burlington Arcade.
Where's that?
I don't know, but I feel like...
That's not in Chelsea or Kensington, somewhere around there, is it?
No, I feel it might be... Is it Burlington Arcade? I feel like it might be near like Hamleys or something, like Regent Street.
Right.
And then again,
we need to go to Harrods Saturday in the summer.
Yeah, just popping down there
to get the octopus.
So Liberty London.
We've been there.
We didn't really rate it.
No.
It's not really our cup of tea.
No.
Oh, and look, it tells you the best Christmas decorations in Mayfair.
We don't want no more decorations.
No, like decorations of shops.
I see. Yeah.
Annabelle's installs a stunning tree in Berkeley Square. Tiffany, Cartier, Louis Vuitton and Ralph Lauren in Old Bond Street. I reckon they're the best ones.
That might be what that lady had on that time, wasn't it? Where she goes with her sister.
I think that's... Oh, no, sorry, it's the Royal Arcade.
Oh.
So this must all be... But oh, yeah, it is Burlington Arcade. So this is Mayfair.
Oh, right, then.
Tiffany and Co. Fortnum and Mason. That is somewhere we need to go this year. Yeah. That is on our list. And also this Christmas, I would really like to go to Selfridges Christmas Hall.
Oh, then.
Because that looks nice.
Right, I'll lose some weight.
Sarce's at the Gherkin.
Oh, no, look, he's high again. Oh, my God, you can see that man looking out the window. My belly's going just looking out in there in the paper.
Nearest stations, Aldgate, Liverpool Street.
Oh, we've been there, haven't we?
So that, I think we saw the thing when we come out.
What, the Gherkin? Yeah.
Christmas afternoon tea at Claridge's.
Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'll save up.
But the only thing is, sometimes,
they're
like...
really expensive, aren't they?
Not that, but sometimes I won't eat sandwiches.
No, because they're funny feelings, aren't they?
Like, for an afternoon tea,
I like that one we did at the county.
Oh, no, you like that in Chelmsford, didn't it?
Yeah, oh, that was lovely.
Because we had the traditional British and a normal one.
Yeah.
So we had, like, mini fish and chips, everything like that. With sometimes the more expensive afternoon teas, it'll be stuff that I won't eat in a sandwich.
Like beef and horseradish and that.
Well, no, see, that's what I like. A beef and horseradish and a smoked salmon and cucumber, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not one for, like, coronation chicken or egg and cress. No. That's more mum.
Yeah.
But sometimes these places you go in, I'll look at the menus and I think, I would say we're quite adventurous with food.
Yeah.
But there's some that I will read and I think we wouldn't even try them. But I do want to keep an eye out. I would really like to do a gentleman's afternoon tea, even though we're women, because it's like the mini Scotch eggs, like what we had at the county. That one was
nice when we went down to that little road, wasn't it? And there was a little thing there where was the little boat.
That was the very, very first one,
wasn't it?
No, that was Old Harlow.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
it was like right by
about
the
40 minutes away, wasn't it?
River bit. That was very tiny.
That was nice though, wasn't it? Lots of people in there.
And it was on like the proper old bone china painted mugs and that.
Yeah.
I think we've got the Japanese afternoon tea this year. That'll be a different one.
We've had afternoon tea in the Japanese one, haven't we? Opposite St Paul's.
Yeah, but we've got another Japanese one, the one in the hotel that I got you for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
We've got another one.
Yeah, we've got one Dada done us.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few. But yeah, these nice Chinatown. See, like, I've never been Chinatown.
No, me neither.
And the food.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Oh, and then here we've got, because Valentine's Day is coming up, the cutest displays that will make your heart melt. Where should we go for Valentine's Day? Where should we say? Where is it saying us? The Ivy.
Oh, yeah.
The original Ivy.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Not Ivy Asia.
No,
the British one.
Yeah.
Attendant Fitzrovia. Specialty coffee in a disused Victorian underground loo.
Ooh.
No, but they've customised.
Yeah.
It's all been converted.
And Mark goes to Fitzrovia, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masata Mayfair in a deconstructed church. Mason Asaluni. I see, I like that. Because I know sometimes, like, London... Not all parts of London are great, but there is some really beautiful places in London.
Yeah.
And if you go in the right season and the right time, it does look lovely. I like that.
We're going to have a riverboat this time, aren't we?
You've got the lunch riverboat that we've got a book. That was another one of your presents.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I like these types of little books because they give you ideas, things to do.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's not just London. They will probably have these for like other cities as well, like things to do in Manchester, Liverpool, anything like that, Newcastle, da. But yes, we had a little bit of a splurge, let's just say. But I don't feel like, I was saying about the cookery books, but they was like 35, 40 quid.
Yeah, but you've got enough cookery books, Lou.
But I was like, oh.
And even though it was chilly, it was sunny, wasn't it?
Mm.
But it wasn't raining, which was good.
Dry.
Yeah.
But we got in Wagamama's just gone 11.
What time we get out? 12, wasn't it?
It was huge.
Rained. I'd recommend that, viewers. Go to Wagamama if you've not been, because I've never been.
That
but
was Mum's
it was really nice. The only thing I found a bit what's it was the glass of wine, but hey ho.
So we come out. We was going to go in the cafe in the Tate Modern. And then I said, oh, hold on. Because there was a pub around the corner. I said, maybe we'll see if the pub's open. But I didn't think places would be open because down here, stuff don't open for lunches until like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But there, it all opens at 11. So we come down. They had Leon, Starbucks. There was like an Italian place. And then they had Wagamama's. So I said to Mum, considering we've just seen like a Japanese show, let's go and have some Wagamama's. So Mum was like, oh, what do they do?
Yeah, it was alright though.
Because it was her first time there. Even though Mum has like wasabi and yo sushi and that, she's never been to Wagamama's. So we got in there and the lady said, oh, the kitchen's not just open yet. We was like, that's not a problem, do your drinks. So Mum had a glass of wine. You got the bigger size up, didn't you?
250ml, yeah.
Pushing the boat out.
Yeah, because the little one was £6 for their Prosecco. So I just thought I'll have double the size for an extra £1.50.
And the price of beer, I think the beer was like $6.50, wasn't it? So
for a cane, yeah.
So she's like, I'll have a glass of wine. I was like, okay. I looked at the cocktails and I didn't think the cocktails were too bad. I thought they're normally like 11, 12 quid.
Massive big bowl, wasn't it?
£8.50. Mine was coconut rum, mango, and some type of puree. And oh, very nice. Very, very nice. And then when it come to ordering, I said to Mum, I was like, what do you want? She was like, I don't know. So we decided on teriyaki. That's what Mum likes. So I got Mum a beef brisket teriyaki donburi, which was teriyaki, rice. The only thing Mum isn't too keen on is the salad toppings.
That grass.
Because it puts watercress and carrot on.
No, I like the carrot, but I didn't like the grass.
She took the grass off, as she says, and that's what I had. And then I had a chicken and prawn pad thai, teppanyaki, very, very nice. I was toying between that and the katsu curry, but I thought I fancied a little bit of noodles.
Katsu curry, we can have in wasabi anytime, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought that, I haven't had a pad thai since I've been on holiday, so I was like, right, we'll go with that. And then, of course, we had to have starters. So we got
nice, weren't they?
Salmon gyozas. We got a vegan mixed mushroom bowie bun. And then we also got ebi katsu, which is basically katsu prawns. Yeah. The prawns come out covered in chilies, and I was like, bat it off. I thought the sauce was a sweet chili sauce. It wasn't. It was a sriracha. So Mum went in first thing like, whoo, and all of a sudden I just heard, quickly had the glass of wine. The salmon gyozas were really nice because they had, I think, some type of like a cabbage in with them.
Yeah, nice.
The sauce with that was really nice, like a soy sauce.
Yeah.
And then the little mixed mushroom bowie buns had like it was kind of like a garlicky mayo, I think.
They was nice, weren't they?
Really nice.
We're going to buy the buns and do our own, aren't we?
We all know Mum loves squidgy bowie buns. So we're going to try and look through the recipes in my new book, see if we can find the bowie buns. And it was so chilled in there. Like, we was trying to get someone's attention for probably a good, I'd say, 5-10 minutes for the bill. Yeah. But they weren't, even though people was coming in, they weren't rushing you to get you out. So then we left there. And I saw someone with an M&S bag. So I was like, oh, let's try and find an M&S. And it said, oh, it was like a 3-minute walk away. So we went round. We saw the Amazon Fresh store.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, Mum can't get to grips with it. And even I feel a bit like, how does that, how
you
can
just
they
put
tell?
it in your bag and come out, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm like, how do they know what you get? I mean, obviously it's through CCTV or tracking and that, but I'm just like, no. So we walked down, and it was actually a fairly big size M&S food hall.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
For
Yeah,
like,
we only went in for a couple of bits, didn't we?
I only went in to get a few things for the Chinese New Year, and then Mum saw some bits, then we saw some fruit, and then we went down the snack aisle. We have, however, seen the Valentine's range and Easter range is slowly coming out, so that was quite good. But yeah, I'd say that was quite a decent little size one there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we come out, and as I say,
We got two nice bags, didn't we?
Yeah. Got our reusable bags. They had a bit of a mare at the self-checkout. I mean, that was probably the slowest self-checkout. It just weren't recognising the barcodes. I'm like, assistance! And then I almost took out some man and the basket thing when I spun the trolley round. I was like, oh, my bad. Sorry, mate. But yeah, then we come out, retraced our steps, went back past
we went
the
through
Tate
that
model.
little gap, didn't we? Thinking that we was going through a gap.
Oh, right. So, our company does works for a building in London called Bluefin Building. And it was quite chilly out, and I was like, you know what, sod this, let's just walk through. And we've gone like bowling through, and all of a sudden there's this man going like, hello, hello, and I was like,
excuse me.
I was like, oh, can you get out the other side? He was like, no. I was like, oh, I was like, how can you not get out the other side? He was like, no. And then we come out, Mum went, I think they're apartments and it's security. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, the security's not good, because we bowled about halfway through before they stopped us. We're like, I want to get out of the cold, mate. So yeah, we had to walk back out around the cold. Leon was there. That's another thing I want to try and get Mum to try, because Leon is like burgers, and I'm sure Leon does falafel.
Oh, right, I'll be all right with that.
I feel Leon is in Blue Water and in London. I don't feel like it's a thing that is like in a high street.
And we saw a little thing, just the Bowie buns, didn't we?
Yeah.
So you go in then, it's just Bowie buns, and you fill the buns. Oh,
that was funky. So yeah, there was quite a few bits in there. Leon is definitely something I want to try. You can get like a Leon. It kind of gives me like Beale vibes,
right?
But more of like a Mediterranean spin on it.
Oh, right.
But yeah, and then I say we had a walk through, back to the pub, back up the steps and down the thing. And it always seems quicker coming home than it is. But yeah, it stayed dry, touch wood.
It was a good day.
But overall, I would say the exhibition, if you want to get out for a day, because I know it's free to get in, but the exhibition you pay for. But after the exhibition, like, you can go walking around the whole entire gallery. There's 4 levels and like almost 2 parts of the building.
We just saw the exhibition, didn't we?
Because I think Mum was getting a bit thingy with the stairs, and that you would have seen the clip where she was walking down. And sometimes it's like, you've gone there to see what you want to see, and that was kind of all I was focused on. But if we was in the area and we had a few hours to kill, I'd be like, oh, let's pop in and just see what's around there. But yeah, it was a very good day, and I think we've done good in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And everything, because it's free to get in, they do ask for donations.
You don't have to, but it was nice to, wasn't it?
And as I say, if you don't have cash, they also have the card contactless, and we done our bit of donation in the gift store. But yes, that's another little memory day, and that's your first time in like an art gallery.
That's right.
Or like a, well, yeah, Tate Modern is classed as an art gallery.
Yeah. We need to try and find out where Banksy is, because I want a Banksy on the front of my house.
We can look London block by block on the art galleries, and we'll start going.
We saw a book, Tracy Emin, wasn't it? Viewers, you might know Dolly the Sheep, wasn't it? Tracy Emin. She's a sculptor lady, and she had the another one, the unmade bed. It was a mattress with all like, it was awful, like a sheets all ripped and everything, and it was called the unmade bed.
I don't know.
That's Tracy Emin.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know at all. But yeah, we'll maybe try and find. The only other one that I know is the National Portrait Gallery.
What's that doing there then? What's the one where we saw the hieroglyphics?
So that's the British History Museum. So that's museums. Right. That's different to a gallery.
And have we seen the one with the dinosaurs?
No, that's Natural History Museum. But I would like to go and see that one.
Right.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few. Like, I love museums, because I'm so fascinated by history. Like, some people might find them boring, but I could literally walk around days and days. And also, if you go to British History Museum and you book in advance, you can have afternoon tea in the little mini dome in the middle.
Oh, right.
So that could be cool.
Oh, right, yeah.
We could do that. I still have, in my memory box, believe it or not, this shows how old we're going back, I was probably 7, 8. we went to British History Museum with my uncle, and I still have in my little memory box my little ruler with Tutankhamun on.
Oh yeah.
My little pencil case.
Is that the one we went up the steps?
Yeah.
Russell Square.
My postcards, and somewhere, I think it's in my cabinet, I've got my Tutankhamun paperweight, which I think back in the day was about £20 because Mum was saying I couldn't have it, and then I was like, please, 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 and I got it. That's the little heavy grey brown thing, isn't it? Gold. It's a gold paperweight of Tutankhamun, and I'm sure, I think it's in my cabinet. I think it's down the far end, but I still got that.
And how old was you? 7?
I feel like I was 7 or 8. I was really young.
And that's when Uncle Mick we went to Madame Tussauds in the taxi, wasn't it?
We done the whole thing.
Oh.
So yeah, so stuff like that, like I do like to keep, and this is why I think whenever I move out, like my memory bits are just in like random boxes. I want to get, you know, like you see people
with like a chest. Yeah, keep them all in together.
You know, people like when they have a baby's room, they have like a big chest with their name on. I'd want like a big chest, but instead of a name, I'd want like memories. Yeah. And then I would put like little boxes inside, all labelled up with the bits and bobs, and then I'd put my scrapbooks in there. So I'd have like a toy chest.
Yeah, but it's good, Jan, because when you was little, we always used to be at a different paint of mine, didn't we? Ugly Duckling, or we used to go to the cinema a lot, didn't we?
Books, the amount of programmes that I've got in there that like, I thought, oh, well, part of me, do I like cut the pages out and put them in a scrapbook? And I thought, no, I'll leave them as they are whole.
Keep the book.
But then, like, say with like postcards and that, because of how big that scrapbook is, we could put a couple of postcards. I could print some pictures from today on my little film, and we could make a page of
Like a collage.
Yeah,
yeah.
We need to start scrapbooking this year, yeah. But it will be. It's because I think because of my OCD, I'm very particular. Because if I start it and it goes wrong, I'm going to be like, right, take it all out.
Yeah.
But I want to get something for the front cover.
Right.
I've seen on Etsy you can get like a sticker decal.
Oh right.
Tell them what you want, and then you literally just peel it off and stick it on.
And it tells
instead
you
of me writing on it and like maybe being a bit cack-handed.
Oh right.
Get like a big sticker on it, and then I said maybe get one half the size of that for like when we do the little books.
Yeah.
I could say take a photo of say we went to, let's open it to a random, the Mandarin Shoreditch. I would get my Instax, so it's like proper old school, my pink camera.
Yeah.
I'd Instax take a photo of that page.
Yeah.
Then put the Instax in the little book, and then we could have a little thing, and we could like write a little thing, but only like say half the size of the big scrapbook.
Like that little photo we had when we went up to Nens in that restaurant.
Yeah.
With me in the thing.
And then like we've got our ones from say like Winter Wonderland and that. We can still, I'd keep them in the little things, but I'd like slot them in, maybe like stick them in so that they go in. And then before you know it, the scrapbook will be like big, 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 big. Because I've got all the corners.
Yeah, they're in
I've got everything in a big bag for scrapbooking. It's just actually sitting down.
My dad, when we was little, my dad used to do them.
What, scrapbooking?
Yeah, but he'd have the corners and he cuts the corners with a knife and he puts the photograph in, you know, the white outside on the photo.
Yeah.
He would fold it in the 4 little things and that's the scrapbook. Because Sylvie's still got them in the loft, the 2 rabbit ones. And that's why I wanted you to see who your nan and granddad was going back, but because really she shouldn't have them. I should. I'm the eldest.
Now you're going to go into family drama.
Yeah. No, because I want viewers. I want Shannon to see her nan and granddad and her great nan and granddad.
We have a few.
I've only got one of my dad when he was small with the balls, wasn't I? And Rhonda.
What, loads of nan?
Yeah, nan and granddad. Yeah, but great nan and granddad.
I've got one of Granddad Charlie on the horse.
Yeah, and Danny Dolly and Granddad Charlie.
Hey ho, family drama, eh? But I think that was a good little day out. I think Mum anticipated we'd go there and come back and we'd be back by like 11:30.
No, it was good.
But we made a good day out of it. And again, it's another little area of London that we've ticked off.
Blackfriars, yeah.
And I like it because you can come out and there's stuff to do. You haven't got to walk. Like, that was a 10-minute walk. Maybe 15 for us because we got lost.
But we liked it when we went to Hammersmith, didn't we? When we saw her sister eight.
Because we went down Bill's.
Yeah, we need to go to Bill's and have the burgers.
Yeah, burgers.
Yeah.
I did like that breakfast, though.
Yeah.
You had the full English and I had the garden one, wasn't it?
But somewhere now, I don't know whether it's the Carvery viewers or somewhere, they've stopped giving the eggs because the eggs are too expensive, they reckon, and they can't get eggs. So where people are having a full English, they've put a notice on, I'm sorry, you can't have a fried egg because we ain't got no eggs. Yeah, I see it in the paper because people are up in arms. What's a full English? You need an egg. You need a fried egg on a full English, didn't you?
Well, like scrambled.
Yeah, yeah. Because they said the price of eggs and bird flu now. What's all this thing with bird flu then?
Right, bird flu ain't to do with an egg, is it?
Well, no, bird flu is just like turkeys and that, isn't it? For Christmas. And chickens or something like that, I would have thought. Well, we had chicken last night and ours didn't jump out the oven.
Well, if that's the case, we've got eggs in there. I feel like if we're going out for a breakfast, I feel like having a couple of eggs in my thing, just in case.
So yeah, mate, put the fried egg on the thing.
Imagine bringing out breakfast and I say, oh, sorry, miss, we haven't got eggs. I say, hold on a minute.
Well,
yeah, I've brought me home. Can you go and do me a fried egg?
1/2 dozen eggs nearly are £2. But you go into one of the other supermarkets, Aldi or Lidl, and they're $1.20.
So I wonder then, we get a tray of 30 from our butchers.
Oh, I wonder how much they are now then.
So they used to be £4.
Yeah, for 30.
I wonder if they've gone, because at one point, I remember when, like, the big C and that hit, we paid $6.50 for a tray.
Yeah.
I wonder if they, next time we have a look, well, let's see if they've crept
yeah.
up. But they are nice eggs. I would say the butcher's eggs are nice.
Yeah.
They're big.
Yeah.
Nice big ones when I do my omelettes. But yeah. Anyway, we're digressing. I'm stuffed. I've eaten my sushi now, and now I'm like, shouldn't have eaten because now I'm hungry. I'm like, I want something. I want some mackie rolls or something. You want to have your prawn cocktail?
Yeah. And a glass of wine.
I might even have my orzo after this, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that was supposed to be for lunch, but...
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That was supposed to be a thing that I was going to take to work.
We haven't eaten this since 11.
What's it now?
What's it, 9 o'clock?
20 to 9, so yeah.
Oh.
So yes, if you did enjoy the video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And leave us a comment. What did you think of the exhibition? Any places that you would recommend us, or any galleries, anything, let us know down below, as I say, because now...
Or afternoon teas, viewers.
Yeah. Anything that you think that we should do. I said to Mum I wanted to do a hot air balloon. That didn't go down too well. But we definitely have a lot more memory days, so yes.
I think, viewers, for my birthday, Shannon's going to get me to Paul McKenna, and I'm going to be hypnotised so that I can do heights. You know Paul McKenna? The man who makes you lose weight and stop smoking and that?
We're just going to conquer your fears head on, because we need to book your shard soon anyway.
I know.
But anyway, guys, take care, stay safe as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!